getting my platforming on today. Most people already know what this is, but if you don't, this is Rivals of Aether. I believe they pronounce it Ether in the directs that they have, but I think it's supposed to be Aether. It's like a real word, and I've only ever heard it pronounced Aether before. Anyway, who cares? This is probably the most celebrated indie platform fighter because of, quality and all the work put into it. Not to say that the others don't have quality or work put into them, but this just has the right mesh, the right gel of everything. Okay, we're gonna start with Zetterburn. I'll let you read that on your own. Or, no, I probably could have narrated this part, but I don't feel like it. I'm not really looking to narrate or voice act for free anymore. I've been taken advantage too many times, even though this is for my own thing. It just... Oh, I forgot that stick was how you move. I was using the D-pad. So used to D-pad for fighting games. It is kind of weird. Oh, that was fast. I do like Maple. Maple and Crag are my favorite characters in this. I do think it's weird that most... I wouldn't say most. Oh, the giraffe and the rhino are kind of badass. I like how the fire especially is the rhino's horn. There are more than a few platform fighters that focus on anthropomorphs, or furries if you will. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's, as the old joke goes, furries are easier to draw. Or maybe people just like the Adivis, just like anthropomorphs. I mean, I do dig Ninja Turtles and Usagi, Yojimbo type stuff, so I don't think that the extended cast features in story mode at all, which is kind of a bummer. And by extended cast, I mean more than just whoever was in the original release when it came out of beta. And, excuse me, that's not even counting the guest characters or the characters that were added as part of the workshop program. Strictly speaking of the additional characters that are, still part of the lore and stuff that were created by Dan Fornance and his team. But for some reason, and again, I could be wrong, but because I didn't see it, I don't think they factor into story mode at all, which is something that I have kind of despised about post-release characters, whether they're paid or free, is they don't get the entire suite that every character gets. I mean, they may be fully fleshed out as characters, but they don't get all the same modes and stuff. You get some without endings, you get some without story modes, you get some without time trials or whatever, or just, they don't get the entire experience that the characters that are in the base content get. And it's really annoying if you're paying for it, because you're paying like $5-10 for a character and you've paid maybe $50-60 for the full thing. The base game roster of, let's say, 20 characters for $60. You get all the characters, all the modes in the game, But then you buy a character for a fifth of the cost of the game, and they don't come with everything. So it's kind of a bummer. I like Craig. I like the rocks that. Well, he kind of reminds me of Kabuterimon for one thing, and I like the rocks that he can summon. The rock, not the rock, but he can summon a rock that you can pick up and throw, or make a giant column to save his ass. And I think that might be the reason why he was overwhelmingly chosen to be a support character in can't think of the name, Frame Makers, which is another mostly it's all indie characters one platform fighter that's coming out from the makers of Super Smash Flash, which I've done a Kumite Corner fan game, whatever fights, whatever I called that mini-series. Orkane seems to be the go-to for crossovers, because he's the playable character in Frame Makers as well as Indie Pogo. It might be just the uniqueness of having a quadruped in their games. But I gotta say, Craig and Maple are my favorite characters, just based on design and fighting ability. And I think Zitterburn is like the game's mascot, pretty much, like the main character. I gotta say, I do enjoy the burn mechanic. It's not fun to be on the receiving end, but when you're sending it off, it can make all the difference in a fight. Oh hey, achievement. Yeah, I did beat the game as all of the regular characters on Xbox, so the story pretty much has to do with some eldritch entity, and the final bosses of each story mode is a clone of a pre-existing character. Let's finish off these brothers' story. But they're where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, the bosses of the final fight in each stage, you fight like these clones that are created by this being, and then the final boss battle is against the thing itself, which I don't even remember having a name, and it's kind of not even like an actual fight like these. It's kind of a multi-tiered puzzle boss type thing. I think, like, it's been a while since I played it. Like, this is annoying. His smash attacks are just like a flip with his cape, and they kind of work like the fan in Super Smash Brothers. Like, if you're using it, if you've got a dagger, why would you not smash with the dagger? Like I said, it's been a long time since I completed this on Xbox, but so I don't remember all the tricks of every character. Zetterburn's kind of a dick. Forceburn may be the one that looks like the evil brother, but I guess it's one of those never judge a book by its cover. I keep instinctively using the smash attack cape to hit. Ah, come on. I don't think his moves even really do much against the computer. Like, one is the cloud, the smoke clouds, and the other is creating the duplicate, and the computer always knows where I'm at, no matter what, because, you know, they don't have eyes, and they're not programmed to be fooled by that. So, come on, die already. Doesn't really have a damaging special, I don't think. Ah, I'm gonna die again. This blows. I hate Forceburn. Maybe he's like one of the better characters, or maybe he's just complicated and he can only be really devastating in the right hands, but I suck at him. Look at that. I'm gonna die against fucking Bug Boy. I say that even enjoying the character. I'm not enjoying Craig right now. Come on, almost 300%. What the fuck? Jesus. I gotta say, all the characters do have kind of cool designs. Like, there's nobody that's poorly designed in this game. I don't think. No, 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 no. Ah. Quit hitting me. You gotta be jesting. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Ugh, I haven't been feeling well again. Gotta wonder how it is that I mask up everywhere, or when I go outside, or even as far as when I go down to the check the mail in the building. I don't go indoors till like business without double masking. I stay away from people when I can. I don't go outside all that often. And yet I still end up sick all the time. And I don't, thankfully still haven't gotten COVID, but of course I think this time it's my fault. I think I ate something that just didn't like me. I'm just a sickly son of a bitch. Finally, jeez. Oh no, that's a cool character. Like, probably the coolest character design, I think, that I remember seeing. The Panther. Like, everybody in here looks awesome, but this character... Wait, so he just now gets the skull mask? Why has he been wearing it this whole time? I mean, in the fights. They couldn't have had a palette for pre-skull obtaining, whatever the word is. I don't know English very hard. Just a palette that looked like he wasn't wearing the skull or something. They get the same color as his fur. Ah, it doesn't matter that much. I'm gonna lose again. Sorry. Die, trash panda. Oh, speaking of platform fighters and trash and pandas, maybe I should find a way to record my Xbox and get the Kung Fu Panda platform fighter played. Ugh. Again, over 200% and just not fucking dying. Of course, it would help if I actually hit her. Him? It's Maple. Maple's a female, right? I don't remember. There we go. Still, again, almost 300%. It's bullocks. Alright, final fight. Against Clone Zitterburn. Scheiße. Reminds me, I don't think all the characters are even playable on Xbox. I'll have to turn it on sometime soon to figure it out. Like, I'm not even talking about the workshop characters. The characters that were made by the community that got legitimized as actual in-game characters without using the workshop. I'm just speaking of the last few characters before that happened. I don't think they all got in. I have it on Switch too, and I think they're all there on the Switch version. You know, again, without the workshop characters last time I checked, but... And since the consoles don't have workshop access, that'd be a great way to have the characters, you know, usable by people that don't own the Steam version, but I don't know. The Aether team is pretty small comparatively, and they have a lot on their plates. They're always working on like 3 or 4 projects at once, so things get delayed over there a lot, and it's understandable. I mean, of course, I have other factors. No! I have other factors that prohibit me from getting things out on a timely basis, but it takes me, you know, I'm just one person, so it takes me forever to get anything done too, especially if I want to actually make it quality and not just something I churn out and forget. It took way longer than I wanted it to. I wonder if you can play as the purple versions of everybody. Probably can. I know there's some that are locked way behind physical purchases, like some colors. Alright, I'm going to cut it out there. I'll have a good night.